So I finally made it, guys. It took me 8 hours to get here. I'm here at Las Vegas and I came here because I've been wanting to live here for a while now, and I thought it'd be a good idea to stay here for a while just to see how it's like living here before actually committing to moving down here. It's been a long day of driving, so I'm just gonna unpack and unwind for a little bit here. So the drive all the way here wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I think the worst part was driving through the Mojave Desert. It was pretty boring and bare, and it was really just like a straight shot through the desert. But besides that, everything went well. I know driving in Las Vegas is kind of scary as well, but let me give you guys a tour of where I'm staying at. Coming in the front door, you're in the living room here. Nothing much to it. Glad to see that they have a pretty large TV. And then over on the right is the kitchen. Looks like they did a remodel here with the white countertops and the appliances. And then walking over here is the laundry closet with the washer and dryer at the ends here. Here is the small dining area. Not sure why they have this office chair here, but I guess that works as well. And then inside here is the bedroom. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this bed is actually pretty big. It looks like a king or a California king bed. And lastly is the bathroom over here that's connected to the dining area as well. And the shower is pretty large. Looks like it's taking up like a third of the entire bathroom. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is where I'll be staying for a while. It's not too much, but I think it's enough for me. And it is also affordable, so that's always nice. So right now I gotta continue unpacking, and then it's almost dinner time, so I'm gonna probably take something out. Gonna unwind for the rest of the evening, and then got work tomorrow, so gotta get ready for that as well. Today, I'm just gonna work and then hopefully check and see what's around here. I know there's a lot of restaurants and there's cafes that are pretty nice, so I might go check them out. Also work on the app that I want to launch. I'm still on the planning phase of it, and if I have that down, I think it would just make the development process a lot easier. And I've made that mistake before where I didn't plan, I just started coding, and that really made things a lot harder because I didn't know what I was actually building. And so yeah, I think I'm gonna spend a lot of time on the planning of the app that I'm gonna build and launch. Also, this is my stand-up setup, Apple Magic keyboard and trackpad. And I also brought my laptop stand to prop up the laptop as well. So I'm just able to work and stand at the same time. It's also Friday today, so I was thinking of getting off early, prepping dinner, and also seeing what's around this neighborhood. And I also do want to find a cafe that I can go to regularly so I can do work there as well. Because this apartment, I don't know if you guys can tell, but there isn't much like natural light. The only main natural light is coming from the windows in the living room here. So I think during my time here, I'll check out a few cafes to do some work over there. And I do want to mention that I found a new UI system that I can use for my app. It's called ChatCN, and it's a pretty minimalistic UI. There's a lot of components there that are just really simple. I feel like that's what makes UIs a little bit better to use because of how simple it is, and it's not overcomplicating a lot of things. And I always feel like whenever I'm building an app, I need like a component library or a UI library to help me build that app. The only downside I see is that you have to implement everything, and so not everything is out of the box. So yeah, I just want to give that a try and see how it's like. Hopefully it's as easy as it looks, but overall I do want a simple UI at the end of the day. really share the reasons why I wanted to move here to Las Vegas, but there are 3 big reasons why. The first one being that the cost of living here is a lot cheaper than California. That's shown in the grocery prices, the utilities, as well as the home prices. And as someone who eventually wants to become a homeowner in the future, I feel like the home prices here are a lot more in reach compared to in California. It seems out of reach, and it takes a lot more capital to just be a homeowner in California. The second reason is pretty obvious, but there's no state income tax in Nevada. For me, in my income tax bracket, it's probably taking like 7 to 8% off the top of my income by just living in California. And I was thinking about it more, and I feel like the money that I paid in state income taxes in California could have been spent on travel or vacations. So for example, in the summers, if it's too hot in Las Vegas, I can always go somewhere else to cool off. The last reason I wanted to move here in Las Vegas is to really pursue remote work. I do want to note that the cost of labor here is cheaper, so even though the cost of living is less, you're getting paid less as well. For me personally, I really want to pursue making money online, whether that's creating videos like these or building apps for others to use as well as continuing my 9-to-5 job as a remote software engineer. I think it's a better idea to move to a state and still do the same things that you're doing, but the overhead and the cost of living is a lot cheaper. So I'm definitely going to miss like California nature and the opportunities over there. I do have some family over there as well. Like many other decisions in your life, I feel like they are kind of reversible. So if this Las Vegas thing doesn't work out, I can always move back. I feel like I need to take more risk in life and do some things that I want to try out and just figure it out along the way. Because sometimes I feel like you're never really going to be ready. Kind of like how I'm starting to build this app. I'm definitely not ready. I'm going to learn a lot and it's going to be an entire journey. But anyways, for the evening, I'm just going to make some dinner, work on my app, and then probably find a gym to go to.